In this video you will learn what is Netlify service, what pros and cons does it have, and how to implement Netlify deploy. So first of all, what is Netlify at all? This is a serverless platform, which means without any knowledge of DevOps or servers, you can deploy your project to production in a matter of seconds. And actually two most popular services for this is Vercel and Netlify. And here we're talking about Netlify. So first of all, Netlify is focused on front-end deployment, which actually means pre-built HTML, JavaScript and CSS, but it also has features to implement backend or work with databases. What is unique about Netlify, it allows you to create forms for free on the free tier, which actually means you can implement any forms for newsletter sending, getting feedback or promoting your service. And the most important question is obviously pricing, and as always I highly recommend to use a free tier. It really gives you a lot for zero costs. As you can see here on the free tier, where you don't pay anything, you are getting 100 GB bandwidth, which actually means how much data you can use in all your requests of your service, and 300 build minutes. 300 is really a lot. On a normal project, like for example React, your build time might be 1 minute, which actually means you can change your code 300 times in a month. And as always, if you plan to use Pro tier, you must really check every single line here, because after allowed number of requests or build time, you will pay quite a lot of money, like for example for the bandwidth. You are getting 1 TB of bandwidth, but afterwards you need to pay $55 per 100 GB, and this is really a lot. What I really don't like about Netlify is that you don't have any analytics on the free tier. As you can see here, Netlify Analytics costs additionally $9 per month per site, which is actually quite a lot for such a small feature. But the most significant feature of Netlify, which is really important, is that you can build e-commerce on the free tier, which actually means you can start selling something on the free tier. For example, you can implement a blog on the Netlify and you can put there your advertisements. Or you can implement an e-commerce shop on the free tier and jump later to the paid tier when you are earning a significant amount of money. But for new product and businesses, it is extremely important that on Netlify it is completely possible to earn money on the free tier. With that being said, let's look how we can deploy our website to Netlify in a matter of seconds, and in my case I want to deploy an Angular application. I'm sorry for interruption, but I just want to let you know that I have lots of advanced courses on different web technologies where we create real applications and prepare for the interviews. You can find the link in the description box below. Now let's jump back into the video. As you can see here, I have just a to-do list, I can create some records here, I can filter them, and this is exactly what I want to deploy. So first of all, we want to jump to the console and install globally with Node Netlify CLI. And again, it is not a Netlify package, it is Netlify-CLI. Obviously, if you want to deploy to Netlify, you must create an account, and inside you will be asked to create your team. As you can see here, I created a team foo. Now we must log in with the Netlify inside our console, so it knows to which account to deploy our project. This is why here we must write Netlify, not deploy, but login first. After we hit enter, Netlify will open in our browser a new page where we must authorize our application. We can simply click authorize and we're good to go. As you can see inside console, we're getting a message that we're successfully logged in Netlify account. Our next step here will be to simply execute Netlify deploy. As you can see here, we're getting a question that this folder is not linked to the website yet. This is completely correct, we didn't create a website inside Netlify on the website. This is why here I want to choose create and configure new site. And here we are getting our question about the team. Here should be just a single team that you created. Now we must provide a site name, it will be to-do Angular signals. As you can see here, our website is created and we can access it here, and this is the URL where it will be deployed. But now here we must provide where it will be published. And our published directory here is .this is wrong because our build folder is inside build app. As you can see here inside my editor, I have inside my project dist app where the whole application is built. This is why here what I want to write is not a dot, but dot/dist/app. I'm hitting here enter and we started deployment of our project to production. As you can see here, we have a process of deployment which we can see in the logs inside Netlify itself. And here in the console, we directly get a URL to our project, which was already deployed to production. As you can see here, this is our URL. It is a public URL. Here we can type something and our to-dos application is working. So this is how you implement Netlify Deploy. And if you're interested to know how to implement deployment with using Vercel and not Netlify, make sure to check this video also.